This video describes how to make option 2 of the pocket panels for the kids' craft tote bag. So you're going to mark the same distance down from the top as the pocket panel that you already made, option 1 pocket panel. In this case, it was 5.5 inches down from the top, and I'm just marking that with my ruler. And I'm going to place the panel right sides up, matching the centers of the panel and of the main body of the fabric. Next, I'm marking 1 inch away from the center on either sides, and I'm marking this on the main body of the fabric. I'm increasing my stitch length to 5 millimeters, and I'm running 2 rows of basting stitches along the bottom of the panel. Also, don't cut the threads, just pull them so that you have threads to work with when you do your gathering a couple of moments from now. Okay, so now you're going to pull those basting threads either side. I think I was getting kind of hangry here because I'm rushing this, but anyway, you pull the threads and just gently make gathers along the bottom of the panel. You actually don't need 2 rows of basting threads. You can do this with 1 as well. And now place the panel back on the main body of the fabric, line it up as you had already marked, and now you are matching the 1.5 inch marks that are on the Russian dolls fabric there, the pocket panel fabric. You're matching those 1.5 inch marks to the 1 inch marks that are on the main body of the fabric. And this is all part of creating smaller pockets that the little markers are going to go into. Oh, and yep, I accidentally pinned my the other side of the fabric to my pin, so I had to take that out and do it again. Not a big deal, but be careful not to do that. And you're just going to pin the remaining fabric to the sides. You're going to trim that away later. And just continue to adjust the gathers evenly along the bottom of the panel. And I'm double checking that these cute little markers fit in the pockets, and they do. So now what you want to do is you're going to place pins opposite of the top pins at the bottom of the panel. Ultimately, you're going to sew seams between the top and the bottom pins to create these little pockets. And I'm just continuing to adjust the gathers as I place the pins, making sure that the fabric is as upright as possible. Those little dollies are standing nice and upright. This fabric is going to rock my granddaughter's world because she loves to play with Russian nesting dolls. Okay, and then the next thing you will do is sew seams from the top to bottom of those matching the pins. So you start at the top, put your needle down carefully where the pin is, and you're going to sew straight from top to bottom to and remove that bottom pin and just backstitch. Remember to backstitch at the start and end of your seams. I'm just eyeballing this. If you feel the need to draw a line, you're welcome to do so. It's not that far to go, but if you want to, you're welcome to do so. And just removing my pins as I go. And I'll continue to do this all the way along the pocket panel. And now I am sewing a regular stitch seam, so at 2.5 millimeter, all the way along the bottom panel, and I'm just adjusting those gathers so they lie nice and flat and neat and tidy as I go along. And when I get to this the side, I just stretch out that fabric a little bit so it's lying flat. Okay. Looking good. Admire the cute pockets. Now fold the main body of the fabric up over top so that right sides are facing, and line up your side seams carefully. And then you're going to trim off the excess of the panel fabric before taking it back to the sewing machine. And you will sew seams from top or from bottom to top to enclose the bag. Ignore those basting threads. I already sewed this with basting threads earlier, but ignore those. And after you're done, carefully trim the bottom corners so we get nice sharp points. I was a little close there, honestly. That was a bit risky on my part. And now you're getting near the end of this project. You're going to turn the top perimeter of the entire bag down by 1/2 inch. Use a seam gauge to do this if you have one. If you don't, I highly recommend you get one. It is an invaluable tool, very inexpensive, and I use it literally for every single sewing project. And then you're going to turn down an additional 1 inch from the top perimeter and secure. You can use pins, you can use clips. And just double check. I'm double checking as I go around that I am indeed at 1 full inch down from the top. Now take a measuring tape or a ruler and measure in 3 inches from the side seams and mark. Because what you're going to be doing in a minute is lining up the straps, the outsides of the straps to those marks. You will see me do that in just a moment. If I haven't mentioned it, I will say it now. I use Crayola washable markers all the time. They wash out perfectly. They're great. So you're going to fit the strap ends into the 1 inch opening and line up the outsides of the straps with those 3 inch marks. Please be careful. It's really easy to twist your straps. Check and double check, because even after I checked and double checked, I had twisted one of my straps and I had to pick it out and put it all back in again, which is a bit of a nuisance, but I couldn't not fix that. I just had to do it. So you'll see that these straps are, and it takes me like 3 times to do this and I still got it wrong. You'll see that these straps are facing downwards. That's correct at this stage. After you sew all the way around the perimeter, at the bottom of the perimeter, you are going to, so here I go. Now, sorry, I missed a little bit of video here. I had already sewn all the way around the bottom, after which you flip the straps upwards, which I have done, and then I am sewing all the way around the top of the video. Excuse me, the top, the perimeter of the edge. And as you can see, those straps are now facing upwards. promise we're getting to the end of this project. I truly, truly promise we're getting to the end. And the end result is so adorable. It's absolutely worth the effort. Okay, last step is to reinforce those straps by sewing an X, a little box, basically an X and sides of the X. This is really important. It keeps those straps nicely reinforced, and they will last a good long time if you do this. And again, all of this will go into the washer after I'm finished, and every little bit of marking comes out. It's wonderful. I love those Crayola washable markers. Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. I absolutely love it. I hope you love it too. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.